Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Just quickly gonna go over some things that are going on, and because futures dumped again today. So if we go over the SPX USD 24 hours, we did reject the ADMA. These green and the yellow orange lines that I have. So we rejected the ADMA, and I'll just take off my gamma levels so it's more clear, right? And we're down again now, right? Yesterday, obviously, we had a nice little reversal from the 38-30 zone, and let's see what happens today. Let's see what happens, right? Because overnight we were holding nice, and I really didn't want another gap down, to be honest, right? I really did not want another gap down, and we were okay until 3 a.m. in the morning. The market just started to dump, right? Until the market started to dump. All right, and then obviously we were going up and then held, but in the morning some news must have come out and the market decided to dump, right? And let's see, we're back to the 38.75 zone, which we were speaking about yesterday. This 38.75 is a very attractive number. All right, just keep this on your minds. That's the reason I have 38.70 even from way before here. If we want SPX, so when we're trading here, 38.70 is one number that I kept my eyes on, right? Because that's where the balance will eventually decide which way it wants to go, up or down, right? It's a level of average from all these levels right here, and we're back at 38.75, right? So 38.75. Let's see post FOMC if we trade above it or below it, right? And using 38.70, giving my 5 points less. Put wall is still 3800, which is good for more downside. Call wall remains at 4,000, and then volatility trigger remains at 3950, right? So as long as we're below 3950, the bearish stance remains, right? And so let's see what happens, and then let's just go over the dollar. Is breaking out above 110 hold, dollar breaks out, this will put pressure on equities for the downside. Just remember this. So dollar above 110, be careful if you're going long equities, okay? And then US 10-year rates, new highs, complete reversal since August, right? A complete reversal, straight uptrend with very tiny dips. All right, and if we go over the monthly on this, let's just look at it. A nice little break above, back towards 2011. All right, so now we see what happens here around 3.56 if we stall here, because these type of candles usually just continue, but now we're above it. Let's see what happens. We could stall around 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, and that may give some support for the markets, but again, these are high. I think this does put the pressure down on equities. Okay, NDX tech also, if we go on the weekly, I think I was looking at this yesterday. Yep, the weekly does not look any great if we take out last week's lows. Post FOMC, if we break last week's lows, I think there's a bigger dump in tech. All right, keep that in mind. There's more negative gamma on the tech names than the other names. All right, IWM, I'm also keeping an eye on. If we do take out Friday's lows, I think this could also be a put play for small accounts, because the options are very cheap on this name and you can make a lot of money on them. All right, so keep an eye on it. Again, it all depends on FOMC, which way we go. So I'm just being very patient right now. Euro USD should be under parity. Yep. Again, this is a weekly chart. Let's just go over the daily. Let's see what it says. And if this takes out the new lows for the year, I think this time it's going to continue down for a few points. All right, so just keep an eye on this as well. And apart from that, Apple was the name that gave a lot of support for the markets. This was a candle which would give a lot of support for the markets, and I expect Apple, if it makes a top reaction here, I might even buy some swing puts on Apple one more time. I don't care about FOMC, but just this is the way the technicals are set up, right? And I think Apple has a long way to go to the downside as well. All right. If we go on the weekly chart, there's nothing that tells me that Apple's going to go up. Maybe it can, but I believe that we do break these lows sometime this year or next year, maybe in 2023, whenever they happen, or maybe it can happen very soon. All right. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on Apple. Google already broke. It looks disgusting. It broke this bear flag, right? And now it's just trying to hold this support until FOMC, I'm going to say. So let's see what happens on FOMC. So tomorrow is really important. And today we also have this VIX expiration. All right. We have VIX expiring tomorrow, sorry. Right. And they do have a lot of puts for this name, under this name. They're not as big as they usually are. Usually on before VIX expiry, market usually holds in most cases. Sometimes it does come down, but in most cases it holds. And this time we have around 100k put options which are expiring tomorrow, right? And if you guys read the gamma report, there's more information on it. But if VIX does come down and they decide to just break even on those, then that can provide some support for the market. It does not mean that the market has to go up, but it can just provide some support. All right, and personally, I'm just using SPX 3870 level as a chop zone, and but let's see. I think there could be good scalping opportunities, and we'll see what happens from there. And but for now, we are gapping down. Right, we are gapping down right back to 3870ish. All right, and let's see what happens. We'll be on voice chat. I'm taking it very patient. I'm just waiting for the one nice little trend. These big trend days is what I'm waiting for, guys. This is when the big money is made. These trend days, right, or something like this to the upside, or this trend day, this right here. I'm just waiting for the big move up or down when I want to catch it. These small moves, I'm not interested in playing, and I won't be playing them. Trust me. Very small if I do, right? That's it, and I'll see you guys back in the chat room. Okay. Oh, sorry, you guys asked me for PayPal and shop, right? PayPal, Kimani. There is no dump on PayPal. It's just down $3, which is normal for these kind of names. I mean, this name's been very weak. I used to like this name when it was strong, right? But after this big dump, this name is done for a long time. Just know this. This name is done for a long time after this huge dump. All right. Anybody that's dreaming of all these patterns that's gonna break a bull flag, is gonna go up, you're only daydreaming. These patterns are made for you to look at them so you think they go up, right? So not until they break these levels, not until they confirm you break side, play it then. But if you try to jump these, front run these names for bull flags and stuff, in this market they will deceive you. Trust me. Right, Shopify, I do like Shop, KB. The reason being is because it's basing, and this can maybe, if the market runs, it can probably move towards right here, which is $40, right? And because of this sideways movement for many weeks now, the IV is down, the options are fairly priced. Okay, but I'm not buying them until FOMC, until we get some decision from FOMC which way do we want to go. All right, Shop is just basing. That's the reason I said I like Shop, because it's a very strong support, and let's see. I mean, if it doesn't, then obviously it can go down, right? I'm not in this yet, but it's something I'm keeping my eyes on. All right, and all right, guys, I'll see you guys back in the chat.